Okay, so I'm just playing games here. I think I got it now. Okay, man, this is hard. This video is the second, third time. Okay, yesterday, no, the last video, not yesterday. The last video, I really dug into all the cowards and the people afraid to stand up and to protest and to take, do a worker strike and to put their livelihood on the line. And it's sad, because if you're looking at it as you should be looking at it, with the Democrats in complete control, where the crazy people are now in charge of society, where the homosexuals are in charge of society, where the marijuana and the drug addicts are in charge of society, the alcoholics are in charge of society, the dark-skinned people who think they were robbed by life, even though it was a bad attitude, it was a bad nature, it was all their bad mistakes that has led to the life they have, the life they don't like. Yeah, you can't get a job because you have a bad attitude, and nobody wants to give you a job because all they're going to get is a poor worker. I mean, in the calendar year 2020, people saying they can't get a job, they can't succeed because of the color of the skin, with so much evidence against it, so many nurses, so many law enforcement officers, so many lawyers, so many doctors, dark skin, who've made it in this society. Why did they make it? Why were they able to make it? And here you're claiming you can't make it? That's just, that's pathetic. It's a cheap argument. It's blaming somebody for the mistakes you made in life. Now it's those people who are in charge of society. First these trucks are slow, now I gotta race them. Decide, you're gonna drive slow or what? Okay, so, and today, you failed at maintaining your life. Complain, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. If the majority is conservative, why the hell does the country look the way it looks? I live in El Paso, Texas. And people here are right down stupid. I'm afraid of this guy. They just need to be in front of me. Well, let's see if that's true. Lower my phone a little just in case. Still recording. So what happened to you? How did you let your life go down the toilet? How did you let these Democrats, these crazy Black Lives Matter people, Occupy Wall Street people, these fools? I mean, I have no love for the police in El Paso, Texas, USA. They are violent, aggressive, they violate individual rights, they kill people. I mean, I can do the whole grocery list of antagonizing people with their angry faces and their angry tones and manhandling people and throwing them on the ground and then handcuffing them and charging them with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest when they didn't do anything except resist the abuse of the cop. Had it with lies, they do lie, false charges. I mean, just an arrogant attitude. And it's a symbol of government gone amok, where the individual is no longer in charge, where a bus driver or a street maintenance person or a clerk, that's horrible, miserable attitude. And no respect for the way things are supposed to happen in the United States of America. They don't get the fact that they work for me, I don't work for them. They have no concept of customer service. And I don't see no police. Or just police, this waste GPS call. But yeah, but who messed it up though? I'm sorry. I have been for a very long time telling people that they are to blame for what has happened. I'm gonna put this down, it'll turn off. So, yeah, you only have yourself to blame, because here, the mayor, the city reps, that idiot Samaniego is only doing what people are letting them do. That's it. That's all. Christmas videos here. We'll go and record them. YouTube will go ape crazy. But that's what gets me through my day sometimes. It's good music, at least music that I like. So the perfect example of everything wrong in society, the attitude of people. Oh man, the people in El Paso who believe that Americans stole land from Mexico, the people in El Paso who happen to believe that because everybody else is corrupt, they can do what they want. The harsh, punitive attitude of the miserable animals that work in the El Paso Police Department, Sheriff's Department, it's just horrible human beings. And I'm documenting facts. I'm not being insulting. You're lucky if you've never been treated to the police officer special here in El Paso, Texas. But it's all of it is what you are now living. Arrogance of government. Mayors don't listen to anybody in El Paso, Texas. City representatives don't listen to anybody in El Paso, Texas. The majority of my frustrations as a taxi driver was all those regulations that they were in violation of individual rights, of freedom. I mean, when I was a taxi driver, the 100 municipal ordinances limiting my ability to conduct business. It is a crime. It is a crime in El Paso, Texas to conduct business. Government will tell you what you sell your products for. Government will tell you what you sell your services for. And that's not the United States of America. So now you guys who now have this fool, this senile idiot for president. You know what your worst fear is that Kamala Harris will end up in the presidency. You haven't thought about the reality of Biden living for the 4 years. You haven't thought about the reality of Biden, feeling a little, kick in his step because he's president, and he's going to do what he wants because now he's president. Now he's the man in charge. Now he gets to decide what he wants to do and screw Obama and screw Kamala and screw Pelosi and screw the Democratic Party. I mean, the man is close to 80 years old. What are you going to tell him? Well, we're not going to support you in your bid for re-election. I doubt he's going to run for a second term if he manages to survive the 4 years that he's going to be there. But really, you did it. You're the reason. When I started studying systems, human systems, kingdoms, dictatorships, I came to the conclusion that the only reason Nero, Caesar, Herod, Alexander the Great, Hannibal, Idi Amin Dada, should I keep naming them? Stalin, I always forget the other Russian. Doesn't matter. Ho Chi Minh. The only reason they were Hugo Chavez, Maduro. The only reason they are able to do what they have done to murder all those people is because the people didn't stand up. The people didn't put up a fight. The people didn't take care of what belongs to them. I don't know why people fall into this false sense of security and that they're okay and there's nothing wrong and everything's going to be fine and somebody's going to get elected, we don't like them, we'll survive. I mean, I actually heard somebody, one of these people respected in conservative radio, saying, getting comfortable with the idea of socialism and communism, talking about how some people have survived communism, and for ages people have been oppressed, and they did just fine. I mean, what a pathetic statement. And the only thing that comes to my mind, they don't want to lose their little niche in the world. They don't want to lose the money from their podcasts. They don't want to lose the money from their web pages. They don't want to lose the money from their books. So yeah, they're leaders as far as being voices, loud voices, large voices in the conservative movement. But when it comes down to it, they're not going to lose what they have. Glenn Beck isn't going to jeopardize his media empire to lead an armed revolution. But the only people that you can blame is you. The people in El Paso are ignorant fools. They say stupid stuff like America stole land from Mexico. They say stupid stuff like Texas belongs to Mexico. History, if you read history, history will tell you something totally different. I mean, just the attitude of relying on government, and government should do this, and government should do that, and government should do this, and Trump is a racist, and all the people of Mexico who own this land, they can come here anytime they want. Those kind of attitudes are stupid. They're foolish. But now, here you are, you're going to suffer under the tyranny of people who could care less what you think. And not only could they care less what you think, they don't even want you alive and breathing. And it's your fault. The right way, you know, the ethical way, the moral way, the good way, being responsible with your life, planning your life, thinking before you act, not getting pregnant out of marriage. I mean, all of that stuff is good, but you didn't take care of it. You didn't stand up for it. You didn't fight for it. You weren't willing to knock over a police car and set it on fire. Oh, we're not those type of people. Well, what kind of type of people are you? Because you just got kicked in the nuts. You got kicked in the nuts and you got punched in the face. And they're gonna keep doing it to you. What the hell are you gonna do about it? Not a damn thing. I don't want to start civil war. I don't want to be responsible for death and carnage. I was watching this movie, and man, talk about God putting things in front of you. But I'm watching this movie, and soldiers broke the door down of 2 women and dragged them off to prison because the women wouldn't follow the village, those who were in charge, the agenda of those who were in charge. And the village was doing, yeah, we got to do it because they say we got to do it. And these women wouldn't do it, so they knocked down their door and dragged them off to jail. And then when they were, when they realized, well,
turn left on Federal Avenue.
The GPS is trying to lead me home. But when they realized that they couldn't kill the women or, you know, do away with them, they told them to leave. Get lost. You can't live here.
Turn left on Federal Avenue.
And that's what they're going to do. And I'm shooting back. That's all I know. I saw a news report today about the vaccine coming out of El Paso, Texas. And they asked people if they're going to take it. And the majority said, hell no.
You've arrived. Destination is on your right.
No government at no level is going to force me to inject that crap into me. They'll die or I'll die. But they're not injecting that crap into me. And that's the problem. You guys have lost your country, and I don't care if you're angry, but you lost your country because you didn't take care of it. You didn't do what was necessary. And if that makes you mad, that's too bad. And now what are you going to do? You're going to keep crying and complaining? That's not going to help.